Alrighty, welcome back everyone. After a brief hospital stay, the Dungeon Master is healthy and ready to run some missions once again. So we will be rejoining the party of Castle in the Clouds, Sans Dex. So we will have Sir Pierre and the new character Ritalin will be joining him. This week, the castle in the clouds finds itself once again above a world that is mostly water. A few small islands scattered around have drawn the attention of some of the more powerful characters, but Sir Pierre will be leading Ritalin through the water. They have enchantments placed on them. Well, Sir Pierre doesn't need to breathe because he's a warforged, but Ritalin has an enchantment placed on him in order to be able to breathe underwater. And so they will be starting off in the shallow reefs tonight, and we will see what adventures await them ahead.
Awesome.
Okay. I should probably introduce my new character.
Go right ahead.
So, you've heard of the famous Don Quixote, right?
Yeah.
Well, this guy is a bit like that. He comes from the floating city himself. He's a regular nuisance there, always stirring up trouble with his fraudulent belief that he's a paladin, even though he doesn't really have any divinity to him and he's not under any oath. He still acts like one, trying to smite someone while he only just has the ability to just fling around that lance of his. But because of this, the Nages decided that it would be a good idea to send him off, so either that his energy can be used to proceed on quest or just getting rid of him. Anyways, he's a very skinny sort of guy with a unusual metal cap on his head, and your basic set of crudely made armor. He's just strutting around, just being like he's on a like he's on a great ready for a great quest.
Yes. And get on all fours. Get on my boots.
What?
Yeah, you're kind of going robot there. Is your connection okay?
Oh, sorry. I said get on my back, dude. I get on all fours.
Oh, you get on all fours and let him ride you like a mount?
They just kind of ride in. They appear in like he thought that Sir Pierre was his mount, and just is assuming that he is, and just like, ho, the this today is a fine day. The sky is clear, but yet danger is about. Post haste, my mighty steed. Post haste.
And he kicks his feet back into you, driving his spurs into you a little to spur you on. All right. So as you guys are moving forward there, you spot in the distance a fish-like creature, and it is swimming in your direction.
Uh, can it's time to roll Riten's famous delusion of the day. He rolled the 6.
So what do you see this merfolk as?
He sees it as a magical object, just like this strange orb that is floating like a magician, like a wizard's orb, Hark! It seems like the foul sorcerer Asmodeus has sent one of his minions. Post haste, steed. We must halt it. And he just readies his lance to strike at it.
All right, so we're gonna hold off rolling
Wait.
initiative just yet. As the
Yeah,
merfolk approaches, he stops, about 50 feet away, and even though it's difficult to hear him because of the water, Sir Pierre, roll perception to see if you can hear. Ritalin is caught in his delusion and will not be able to hear what the merfolk is saying per se. Like he can hear them, but not like, parse the words.
Dang.
So all you can make out is, stranger!
I'm pretty sure he said state your business. So I'm just gonna be like, yo, I'm with the Castle in the Clouds. This is my crazy dude. I like to feed into his delusions. It's correct, kind of funny. What's up?
As you approach, the merfolk readies his spear and points it at you menacingly. Now that you're closer, you can hear him clearly say, "Halt, landwalker! Trespass no further!"
Oh, okay, which way can I go?
Italian is just thinking is just trying to trying to get Sir Pierre just trying to just sort of widely flailing as he just is just going crazy.
Ritalin
Just-
kicks
I
his
imagine the
spurs.
merfolk is like,
Ritalin kicks his spurs into you again and again, urging you to charge at the merfolk so that he can pierce it with his lance.
yes, of course you won't because you're made of metal, so you're just ignoring him.
Right. I like to feed into his delusions because it's funny. Anyway, Mr. Merfolk, which way can I go? Like what are you guarding? Like, do you?
These are the sacred lands of the Aquian tribe of merfolk. We protect these lands from any landwalkers such as yourself. You have no business here in the waters. Be gone with you.
I'm a businessman, and you want me to make you like that spear? It looks kind of rusty because it's underwater all the time. You think I could take a look at it and maybe clean it up for you?
He brandishes it in front of him and says, "No one may touch the sacred weapons of the guards of the Aquian."
Do
And
you
just
want me
Pierre's
to make you new weapons? I can do that as well.
Why don't you go ahead
Retaliant
and
is
roll?
just
Why don't you go ahead and roll for persuasion on that one? It's possible
and
that
Retaliant while this is happening, Retaliant is just yelling at a away, foul creation of Asmodeus.
I already told him
Tell
you were
that
crazy.
wit-
He doesn't even. He's not even listening to you.
Yeah, just so how does the
Yes.
merfolk react to this?
so as Sir Pierre is attempting to convince the merfolk of this, the merfolk grows a little more trusting and says, "Wait here."
Coolio.
And then he swims
bit-
off, and you guys are kind of left alone for a minute.
I say, Ritalin, you scared him off. Why would you do that?
What? Good. That thing could have blasted bolts of lightning at us, frying us to the bone.
All right, so he shows back up with 4 more merfolk guard in tow, and they all swim towards you and circle you. They keep a
Yes,
distance.
escort us.
They keep a distance and they say, "Follow us."
Yeah, escort us.
Yes, but and of course, while this
They're
is
gonna take us
happening,
to their
just
women,
like
Ritalin.
While this is happening, though, however, uh, roll for perception, both of you.
Nice.
All right. So, uh, oops, Ritalin, you did not notice, but that's fitting for your nature to where you're still focused on, these merfolk and everything. But Sir Pierre, looking around, you notice just in time several dark shapes riding in towards you on top of sharks.
I alert the merfolk just in case they don't know. I'm like, hey, yo, are those your guys too?
As soon as you alert the merfolk, they're like, "Oh no! Sahagin! Everybody to arms!"
You got it, friends. Let's help them.
help the sorcerers from the sorcerers orbs from what exactly? Now to roll for the to see he's what Ritalian sees from the reef sharks and Sagwins.
Yes.
9. He sees them as doors.
Ratalin sees several doors riding in on top of swimming doors.
Hey God! They've summoned doors!
They are evil
Door?
doors, Ritalin. We must join with these what did he say it was? Orbs of light? We must
Spears of
we must join
of a
with these
wizard's
orbs of light
creation.
to defeat the doors. I'll even roll
These
persuasion
might
for
not be
that.
as Medeus's orbs, though I'm convinced now that the doors are evil. To arms, men! To arms!
Jim Morrison
Yes,
takes offense at that.
I was pretty persuasive in my pep talk.
Unfortunately, one of the merfolk rolled a 1 and will not be able to act in this round as he is caught off guard, and one of the Sahagin rolled a natural 20 and will get a bonus action this round.
Coolio.
So the Sahagin urges his shark forward towards the nearest merfolk and attempts to attack him. Piercing him for 5 damage, dealing a significant wound to his fishy tail as he spears it with his spear. It sounds odd. Spears it with his spear.
Skewers it.
Skewers. There you go. There you go. That's a better word. So, and now with his bonus action, he is going to attempt to bite him. Sinking his teeth into his shoulder, he takes a chunk out of him for another 3 damage. This merfolk quickly moves forward to protect his comrade and attempts to stab the Sahagin. He does so, but it's only a glancing blow off of the leg of the Sahagin. This merfolk decides that his best bet is to move into position here, take the dodge action, hopefully distracting the Sahagin so that his other companion can get away. But the Sahagins are bloodthirsty, and this one charges in at the wounded merfolk, hoping to finish him off. He manages to hit him, but again, just a glancing blow, but it nearly finishes the already wounded merfolk.
Okay, so I'm gonna cast Spiritual Guardians, and then be still amount to Ritalin.
Riddlins
So
has
Ritalin comes
gone
with me.
off, kind of like he's gone off. He stepped off just
Oh,
to kind of like.
okay.
All right,
But
so
I'm still running like a horse.
I have to make a save here, or was there
Yeah,
supposed to be an
it's a
attack with that?
DC. No, it's a DC. What's my spell DC? Okay,
It's your
it's a
wisdom
Wisdom save,
modifier plus 10.
and it's a 14 with Wisdom save.
Okay, so 14 wisdom save against which Sahagin, the first one or the second one?
Are they within 15 feet of me?
Yes. Oh, so both of them? Got it. Yep.
Yeah, yeah, that's what. Yeah. Oh, and the reef sharks they're on, because I can specify.
Ooh, you're right. You're right. Reefers. So the first one's Reef Shark manages to shake off the effects and only takes half damage, but the others all take full damage.
Nice.
And because it's radiant damage, I'm going to rule that the Sahagin, who is used to a deeper, darker, murkier water, is temporarily dazed, meaning they can only take one action.
I imagine Sir Pierre's version of spiritual guardians are basically flames from a forge, like flames of a forge from his shop.
I've pictured them as like forge devils in a way, like I not devils because he's holy, but like little flame beings that like assist with forge duties and all of that
That's awesome.
yeah, that's what I pictured them as.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
that's what I figured about too.
So it is flaming, but like they're like kind of like little imps that like assist in forge duties, like helping heat the forge by pumping the bellows and flipping the metal over so that it can continue to be hammered, etc.
That's super cool.
So, anything else?
I think that's my turn. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry.
Okay, so the extremely wounded merfolk is in a bad position here, takes the disengage action and moves away.
Richin just murmurs, "Cowardly spear, just strike it with your lightning."
Gathering around the first Sahagin, this merfolk now has advantage on his attack.
Nice.
His spear goes deep into the chest of the Sahagin, and he twists it before pulling it out. Blood fills the water as the Sahagin dies. Well, technically he's dying, but incapacitated.
Hit the
Richin,
doors that are on the bottom of the door. Hit the shark doors.
Leave Ray Menzurik alone.
"Fetid fiends of wood, prepare to meet, eat lance." So
This will be at advantage because of
yeah,
being flanked, but hold on, but disadvantage because you're within 5 feet with a lance, balancing out to normal. So just the first roll.
13.
So the 13, correct. Which does hit the reef shark for 9 damage. Let me fix your character sheet real quick.
Dang, that is.
through the imagination of Rit- of Ritalin, what does he see?
He sees the door suddenly begin to shimmer and change shape slightly, and now he sees the shark for what it is once he's pierced it. I think I want that to be your character's thing, is that once you begin attacking something, there's a chance that you see it for what it is after you hit it. But in this case, I'm not going to make you roll the chance. I just want you to see it for what it is.
So
This
now
is
the
super
doors
cool.
are changing into sharks?
Yeah,
What witchcraft is this?
you basically see the door shapeshift into a shark. That's perfect.
What witchcraft is this? Is the shark dead yet?
No, but it is badly wounded from your lance.
Can I take a second wind to attack again? Or is
Second
that...
wind is a healing thing.
Ah, right.
All right, the last Sahagin is going to charge at Ritalin.
It does see my whatchamacallit. And
Oh, that's
my
right. Yeah.
my
He
spiritual guardians.
Yeah, so he stops 15 feet away, which he only has that much movement anyway. He could make a double move, but he stops short and takes the dodge action in case the forge archons.
Forge elemental.
Let's call them archons. The forge archons are dancing around and creating problems for the other Sahagin, and so he pulls up short and takes the dodge action in case they try to attack him. This guy doesn't get a turn. and this Sahagin would technically need to be making a death save, but I'm not going to slow the game down with that.
But he's still being eaten by my spiritual guardians.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, does that happen on his turn?
Yeah, he'd have to make a save.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that happens on his turn, I thought.
He automatically fails his save, and so
Takes
It's just burning up.
11 damage, or just roll it again? He just dies.
yeah, he's just dead.
He just burns up.
Yep. The Sahagin, you can smell. No, you can't smell because it's underwater. But if you could smell, you would smell the smell of salmon being grilled.
I don't know if I can ever smell.
Yeah, that's a good point. Oh, however, that Sahagin shark would act on its turn, and so the shark, fearing for its life, is not smart enough to take the
Well, when it
disengage.
starts its turn there.
Oh, yeah,
It
he has to make a save. You're right.
Yeah. Sorry, Sharky boy. Oh, he takes half damage. I'm pretty sure that kills him anyway.
Yeah, roll the 3d8 real quick. You should see variable damage that you can just roll.
Oh, I forgot to do it. I just rolled it on the thing.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, so half of that is 5.
Do I roll a
4.
3d8?
4. No,
No,
you're
do I
no,
roll?
no, you're fine. He can target.
Yeah. I whoever I choose within this circle.
All right, so this merfolk is going to attempt to finish off that reef shark and drive it off. Or drive it off. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. The reef shark still gets its turn. It's still so the reef shark is just going to try to flee. You guys can all take attacks of opportunity if you wish. The merfolk are not going to, as they view the sharks as like just natural creatures that are being controlled by the Sahagin. So like it's not their fault.
Lieutenant isn't going to, because thought was he's not a backstabber. He doesn't like attack when the enemy is fleeing.
Yeah, far too noble to attack a fleeing enemy.
Sir Pierre's 2, he attacks.
Wow, with a critical hit, you smash your warhammer down on the head of the shark and knock it completely unconscious as it kind of sinks to the bottom of the sea floor there.
I cast Spare the Dying and on it, and whatchamacallit is I'll do that as soon as the thing's over. But I make it so that the flame things don't kill it while it's making its death saves.
Gotcha. All right, now this merfolk, with the shark dealt with, swims up to this Sahagin and attempts to spear him. Striking him with his spear for 8 damage, he deals a heavy blow, but he is not down. This merfolk capitalizes on that and charges in to try and finish him. I don't think that hits. Nope. So the merfolk attempts to spear him, but the shark quickly turns to the side at the Sahagin's telepathic command, and they just narrowly dodge it.
He has to make a DC.
Yep. Oh, that ain't good.
Good for the Sahagin.
Nice. I think it
And
Till it
knocking
burns
him
up.
unconscious, and he's now dying.
Nice.
Yeah, no, it wasn't enough to kill him completely. So,
Oh yeah.
but he is unconscious and dying now. Oh, his reef shark. Sorry.
Oh yeah, yeah. My bad.
He fails too, so he also takes the 8 damage. But is not unconscious.
Nice.
All right, Sir Pierre.
Okay, I'm gonna go right here, and first of all, he has to make a DC. Uh, save. I mean, against 11
Oh,
damage.
cause now it radiates against 15
Yeah,
feet out from. Gotcha. Yep.
yeah. It's from me. It circles around me.
Yeah, they dance around you. Yeah, that makes sense.
Mhm. It's pretty cool. I like this is my favorite spell for clerics.
Well,
Nice, Reef Shark.
the shark manages to dodge, but as the shark dodges, he puts the Sahagin right into the path of one of the 4 Jarkons, and he ends up taking 11 damage.
Yikes. And then as my action, um, I'm gonna grapple him because maybe these merfolk want to talk to him.
Oh,
And
wait. That shouldn't have happened just yet. That'll happen at the start of this Sahagin's turn. It said if you. Wait, hold on. Let me make sure. The first. When it
the
enters
first
the
time it
area for the
enters,
turn.
and
On
and
a
me
turn or starts its turn there.
and me going
You going there
within 15.
technically forced him to enter.
Yeah.
Yes, we're good. I
Um.
just wanted to make sure I was reading that right, because he didn't
Yeah.
start his turn there, but yeah.
Dang it! I don't grapple him.
Well, probably not. You're trying to grab the Sahagin?
Yeah, the Sir Hagen.
Yeah, you don't.
Well, you don't trust me enough not to try to grapple a shark?
Yeah.
Okay, that's my turn. Scroll up.
I got it.
Nice.
Oh, you got it. Yep. All good. All right, so this merfolk is still so badly wounded that he is reluctant to come join the fight. Plus, you guys seem to have it wrapped up. This merfolk moves in to assist you against this Sahagin. And manages to hit him with his spear for 5 damage. Not much, but the Sahagin is very close to being out of commission.
Ritalin, now seeing that the sharks are at the doors that the the doors are riding on are actually reef sharks, he kind of notices and actually has this image of him riding a shark into battle just very gallantly, like, well,
Go grapple a shark, bro. Go grapple one.
he's going to do an animal handling on one of the conscious ones.
Go right ahead.
Since animal handling is one of his specialities.
Naturally. Unfortunately, the shark has been under the telepathic command of the Sahagin and is near death, so it just wants to escape.
Yeah, so Written and so how far away should I be to attack with my lance?
10
10
feet.
feet.
So like this?
That's a little
No.
far.
Like this?
Oh, over there? Oh, you're trying to attack that shark? Yeah. You want to be right here.
The Sahagin.
Oh, the Sahagin? Yeah, you want to be right here, basically. The living
Yeah.
one, or this dead one? Yeah. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah, right there. Perfect.
So how Written go then kind of like tries his fourth and kind of like decides to stab at the remaining door. Taste my blade, fetid piece of wood.
You strike the Sahagin, dealing 10 piercing damage, which manages to go straight through the Sahagin's chest. It is dead.
Just like the image of like splinters before it changes back into the image of a Sahagin. Just
I cast Spare the Dying on it, the Sahagin.
it's going to be hard because it is really shish kebabbed on his lance.
Well, if it's doing death saves, then it's whatchamacallit. It becomes stable. Cause maybe we want to talk to one of them. Like maybe the merfolk want to talk to one of them.
The merfolk and the Sahagin are mortal enemies, death on sight.
They don't even want to get information from each other.
They have all the information they need. They basically are fighting over the resources in this area, and it's like the Sahagins come in and like raid and attack them, and the merfolk try to defend their like people.
Well, I think I can interrogate the Sahagin into telling me some good stuff. I don't know, merfolk. Maybe give me a chance with this guy.
Death to the Sahagin!
Fine, stab him again and he'll be dead.
He's already pierced on his
Yeah, he's gonna die.
Okay.
Yeah,
let's-
Ritallin's got him
let's go.
lanced real good, like a spear fisherman.
Let's go, merfolk. Oh wait, Mr. Super messed up merfolk. What should I do for you? Yeah, I'll do that. I'm gonna do him a level 1 cure wounds. So he gets 9 health back.
Nice. That puts him at 1 under full.
And I say, you did great fighting. That was awesome. You helped your wound.
You don't have to be a dick.
No, I'm not even. Like
All he did
like,
was get all he did was get like totally messed up and then run away.
Yeah, but at the same time, like all those attacks that you took, I didn't have to, so that was awesome.
So if you guys aren't gonna do anything with the sharks, like pretty much that's the
He-
combat right there.
Written is
Oh, yeah.
going to try and tame one.
Can I try to grapple one? The one that I purposely like left sinking over here?
Yeah, that one's still unconscious and dying. This other one, however, has now swum off. swam
I
off.
cast spare the dying on that one. On the one that's dying.
I imagine like one of them. I imagine I'm going to do another animal handling.
Get your own shark.
He is. He's doing an animal handling on this one down here. Unfortunately, even though you rolled okay, the reef sharks are, in no mood to play around, and this one is also going to swim away.
Well, you said it was your specialty, but you only have a +1. Do you want to add a proficiency, or did you not get the chance to?
It is on proficiency.
You're supposed to get a +2 from proficiency.
Yeah, hold on.
Oh, do you
Let
have?
me
Oh,
take.
you have minus. You have minus wisdom. That's why.
Oh, yep, there it is. Okay, so the shark swims away.
So
So now you are left with 3 dead Sahagin, and the merfolk are now leading you. They were going to lead you
I'll
in
try
for.
animal handling my shark first. Can I?
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to try to jump ahead there. All right, so
No,
as
that's all
you
good.
as you cast, you said you were going to cast Spare the Dying so that it didn't have to make its death saves.
Yeah.
As you cast Spare the Dying and Animal Handling, the shark seems to recognize that you are neither food nor a threat. And being as how it was already used as a mount, it like instinctively begins to circle around you waiting for you to mount it.
Nice. I mount it.
Richland just starts in his delusions. Sees a horse mount a shark. It's like he's just sort of just confused. Just
Why do you let your horse do all the talking?
Wait, if you're are you mounting the shark?
Yeah, I thought
Okay,
so.
well, okay,
Am
but
I too heavy for it
yeah,
first?
yeah. So
Okay,
you
then I put Ritalin on the shark.
okay, I was gonna say if you mount the shark, you're basically just gonna be like sitting on the bottom of the floor with the shark like between your legs.
Okay, I put Ritalin on the shark.
The shark seems to accept Ritalin with your assistance, and now Ritalin, you are riding around on the shark.
Nice.
thank you. And it's kind of like as he's sort of like his image, the image of of Sir Pierre morphs that into like this young squire. Thank you, squire.
Yeah, that works. However, just a note, the reef shark will only follow Sir Pierre, so it'll allow you to ride it, but you can't control where it swims. It just follows Sir Pierre.
Yeah,
Nice. I have the crazy dude on a leash. Let's go. And I'm feeding into his delusions. Yes. Yes, my liege. Uh,
All
will
right.
you allow the whole controlling of a reef shark?
Oh yeah, sure. Here, let me do that for you.
And it'll be at 1 health.
It is indeed. Oh, hold on, don't get on top of it yet. Let me set the control for you. Okay, you should be able to move it now.
Is the next part in the same area, or do we just leave our
Nope.
tokens there?
Yep. Just leave our tokens right where they are, and I will move you guys to the next area when we need to. But for now, it's gonna enter theater of the mind mode to where the merfolk lead you into their city, and you guys are basically honored guests now at this point. They do kind of look at Ritalin a bit odd because the only
I'm telling people his deal. I'm like, yo, let's just feed into his delusions. It's funny.
yeah, but
He's
they're
crazy.
they're concerned because the only people who ride the reef sharks are the Sahagins generally. So they're like looking at him a little like leery, but the other merfolk like quickly explain how you guys helped fight off Sahagin raiders and like
Took one of their
tamed
mounts.
tamed their shark and healed one of the merfolk guards. So like right now, they're explaining what great heroes you guys are, and everybody is celebrating you, and they also shower you with gifts, including pearls and bits of coral made into like various trinkets, like a necklace of coral pieces and stuff like that.
Yeah, loot won't actually be a thing that would be affected by the site.
Yeah.
I tell the merfolk, I'm like, yo, I probably still got like another 12 hours and like another like 10 spells. You wanna go after some more? Like rally some people. Let's do this.
So what happens is after feasting on like they don't cook nothing because like they don't have fire. But after feasting on like raw clams and some other stuff, seaweed like casseroles and everything, they also offer to you guys. Sir Pierre, obviously you don't eat, but Ritalin, do you partake in the feast of raw seafood and seaweed?
What?
They're trying to serve you like seaweed and like raw shrimp and clams. Um, if you want to roll to see if you see the food as anything, or if you want to just decide whether you do or do not eat, like that's on you.
Written sort of just sees it as sort of like this divine feast and just scarfs it down.
All right, so you're gonna need to roll for Constitution because you're not used to eating like raw shellfish and stuff like that.
Let me just do that.
Yeah, so you kind of get queasy to your stomach. I'm not going to impose an actual mechanical like drawback on you or anything like that. But you're just kind of queasy now.
Yeah, just he just mutters, "Oh, I think the turkey is a bit well done."
So
And
throughout,
then imagine like the chefs are just sort of like confused, like,
yeah, they've never even heard of
What's
a
turkey?
turkey. Yeah. So as you guys are feasting, Sir Pierre inquires about like, is there any like adventure quest treasure, to be had around here, and the merfolk say that indeed there is a place guarded by a dangerous beast, and the ship that sunk there has many trinkets from the overworld.
that's now that sounds like a
Cool.
fine quest.
If you give me, I'm talking to like one of the leaders, right?
Well, I
Or like
mean,
higher ups.
yeah, I mean, like it's not like you guys are having dinner at the White House with the president or anything, but like
Right.
you
Maybe
know,
like captain of the guards, maybe, or like
right,
a
right.
diplomat.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not somebody who's like in charge, but yeah, he's the authority of like the guards and stuff like that.
I'm like, cool. If you give me 5 of your men to help me do that on our way there and back, we'll make some detours and slay some more of your enemies pretty dang quick, if I may say so. Like, you wanna make me roll persuasion?
Nope. They are willing to lead you straight there, and they do. However, as they swim deeper and deeper over one of the drop offs, it suddenly gets very, very dark.
I'll cast light on my shield.
It is suddenly not as dark.
Ritan is sort of like looking, sort of like on top. I imagine the after the short rest, the reef shark has healed some health, right?
Careful there, buddy. That's a deep hole that just kind of goes straight down into a bottomless abyss.
Did you hear what I said? Since the short,
What were you saying?
like since it's a short rest, the reef shark has healed some health, right?
Oh yeah, he does get to spend a hit point, doesn't he? Hit dice.
So what do I roll?
I'm rolling.
Okay.
Eight hit points. Okay, so Sir Pierre, you're standing at the very edge of a huge, like, hole that just leads deep down into the abyss.
And written and his writ on
Um,
top of the reef shark
do
is
you guys have rope? Because I can't swim. I'm kind
No,
of just
we do
walking
not.
here.
We do not have rope. Sorry.
How deep is this abyss?
It goes straight down to the very core of hell.
Oh shit.
My word, that is certainly a deep hole. And he sort of just, well, me and my mount can certainly get across. He is quite the swimmer. Of course, Sir Pierre
I'll
seems like
go
my.
around, I guess. I guess I go around to this side.
Yep. And so as you walk around the edge of the chasm, you see half of a sunken ship, and like you can tell that there might be stuff inside.
Okay. So I look inside. I see
Go ahead
what's
and
going on.
yeah, go ahead and roll. Is search a skill in fifth edition?
No, it's investigation.
Yeah, investigation. There you go.
And I don't think. Yeah, he should roll it too.
Oh yeah, but so you're kind of digging through and you just find like rotted boards and stuff, nothing of value.
Ritalin, roll investigation. Ooh,
Ritalin, you
better.
you find one small ceramic bowl that has not been destroyed yet. It has weird symbols and paintings on it from cultures that you do not recognize.
Ooh, quite odd this pottery. Do you think it will be? I think it will be found on the mantle. Do you not think that?
Oh, that's there.
Suddenly, swimming up from the abyss, the merfolk begin to panic and they say, "It's the beast!"
I say, I got this. Don't worry.
Let's see what Ritan sees. A 2. So he sees a mysterious cloaked figure. Care to elaborate on that?
Yeah, basically you see what looks like a giant in a hooded cloak.
My God, it's him, the horrid wizard of the nine hells, Asmodeus.
All right, so this merfolk happens to get a bonus action, but it says, "Everybody flee, scatter!" And he takes the dodge action to like make himself harder to hit and you know, just basically is like, everybody get out of here. And so this merfolk swims behind him and takes the dodge action, as does this merfolk.
I say, rally. I will reward you in fame, fortune, and riches.
And you cast
Yeah, and then I cast Spiritual Guardians.
okay.
Can I roll persuasion to see if I get him to rally a little bit?
You can, but it's going to be hard. Like, they are terrified of this thing. Oh, good job. So he takes 16 damage right off the bat.
And the
Nice.
merfolk aren't convinced and just keep running away.
Yeah, they're not
And
convinced.
actually, because it was double ones, even though I don't often do this, I'm going to rule that he actually takes 150% damage. So he's going to take 8 more damage from that.
Nice.
Just because it was double ones. Like, come on.
Right.
Yeah, so the merfolk are not very convinced.
Yeah.
Sort of like just charred flesh starts forming around as the spirits of the forge kind of like start striking at its flesh.
Yeah, but it is hard bone plating. This is a Dunkleostis, a giant prehistoric fish that has the bite force of a snapping turtle. And it tries to bite Sir Pierre. Ooh, look at that damage.
That's
But
a lot of damage.
yeah, but
Now
fortunately,
that's a lot of damage!
fortunately, Sir Pierre manages to duck just in time as the giant bony plates of its jaw snap right above him. This merfolk says, "Quickly, Sir Pierre, get out of here!" and moves behind and takes the dodge action.
Tan sort of glares at the cloaked figure and says, "Fetid sorcerer! Taste my spear!" How far? And
Right
do
there.
I have to be like
Yep, you're good.
right there?
Yep.
It'll be normal, right?
It would be normal, yes, because you're not actually flanking. You strike the
Nice.
Dunkleostis, the giant bony fish with bony plates all over its body, but you strike it in the side by one of its gills, managing to deal 7 piercing damage.
Oh wait, since it had its turn right after mine, I forgot to tell you.
Oh,
but
you're right.
It took
Yep.
more damage.
I forgot. That's my bad. And it takes more damage, so go ahead and roll the 3d8.
You got it. Oh, wow. That was a good one.
Yeah, the Forge Archons begin to swim into the gills and deal massive damage to the Dunkleostis.
It might just be because they've never felt fire before.
Good point. All right, so dodge action, dodge action, dodge action, dodge action. And again, they encourage you guys to get out of here. They're like, "What are you doing? You're going to get eaten."
I tell them to throw their spears at least. Like, geez.
Yeah, they're not going to throw their only weapons.
I mean, you can leave after you throw them. Like,
Then we don't have any weapons.
geez. Ooh, wait. I have 10 spears. Can I use my turn to throw all 10 spears to the merfolk?
No, because even though I'll rule that you can have several spears strapped to your back because of how strong you are, it's just a matter of carrying capacity. Like it's not about the weight, it's about the bulk. And so you can have like 3 spears or whatever bundled and strapped to your back, but you'd have to use a action to get them and then another action to distribute them.
Oh,
You could use your move action to get them. I'd allow that, and then your action to distribute them. But I doubt you want to spend your whole turn just, handing out 3 spears.
well, can it be 5 spears because I'm a big guy? Because
It,
if it's that, then I'll be able. Then
it,
I'd
it
be
it's
able to
just
be
it's
like,
just a
yeah.
matter of like being able to bundle them and carry them effectively is what it comes down to. So I'm gonna go with
Okay.
3. That was my first instinct, and I'm gonna stick with it.
Yeah. In that case, I'm gonna go with a level 2. Um. Hmm.
Fuck you to the Dunkleostis.
Right. Yeah. A level 2.
The
Fuck you.
the wounding
Yeah. The inflict wounds. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And
That was really good. And then I also roll another D6. Is it?
oh yeah, you can't yeah,
Or
so
D10.
one more
Oh.
D10, yeah.
Hmm. Oh my gosh.
As you touch the Dunkleostis, you can see its gills begin to turn pale white instead of the bright red that they were as the very liquid, of its the makeup of its body, the vital juices are drained from it from your necrotic touch.
Yes.
And now I'm gonna
Um.
eat you.
Yeah. That's.
Boom! The Dunkleostis's massive jaws clamp down on Sir Pierre's arm as he goes to raise his shield, completely crushing your shield and breaking it and snapping your arm, like not breaking your arm, but like snapping down on your arm and like causing massive damage.
Dang.
Squire! It seems like the sorcerer has turned himself into a ferocious beast.
Oh, it takes
Don't
the
worry,
damage. It
I
takes
shall.
Oh, yep, you're right. Oh, I'm sorry, Hazard. Go ahead. We were just reminding me about the
Yeah, I'm
damage.
sorry. Yeah. So it does take the 13.
Yeah, once again, the Forged Archons continue to wreak havoc on its gills, the sensitive spot. Ritalin rides in on his shark, attempting to swing at the Dunkleostis, but he was still using his lance before and forgot to get closer, and so he just kind of swings at the water.
I'm gonna do another level 2 inflict wounds.
Oh man, you just hit it too. And just got enough damage to knock it completely unconscious as your hand touches, as your arm is still chomped down on the Dunkleosteus. You channel your necrotic energy through that arm right into the Dunkleosteus's mouth, and it suddenly begins to shake and convulse, and it drops, falling down deep, deep into the abyss.
Can I try to not let it drop?
You can try to grab onto it. It will take a dexterity check, unskilled dexterity check.
Okay. Dang.
Unfortunately, as you attempt to grab onto the Dunkleosteus, there's just not really anything for your hand to grab onto. It's just too big, and it's like trying to palm a basketball as a middle schooler. It just ain't happening.
Merfolk, go grab that. We're gonna eat it.
They're like, we can't lift that. That thing weighs like over a ton.
It's water, bro. Everything weighs less.
Well, yeah, but
30.
a ton is still
With
2,000
Stalin
pounds, and
just
like
sort
even
of
if it's
just
half, that's still 1,000 pounds. Like, what do you think we are?
Right.
Sir Ritalin just sort of puts a hand on Sir Pierre's shoulder and just
Let
gives
it
him
go.
a surprisingly
He's like, let it
serious
go.
look and just says, "Boy, I know you want to feast on the transformed sorcerer's flesh, but sometimes things just happen. Just let the corpse fall to the floor."
Yeah, it
We have
disappears
one
into
hit-
the black abyss.
Fair enough. Let's go check the front.
The
I don't even
merfolk,
acknowledge the merfolk. I'm all like, let's
they're
go check
they're
the front.
they're all
in
like,
awe.
yeah, they're all like, what the heck did we just witness? You guys just killed the beast, and they're like, you guys are the greatest champions we have ever known. If we're gonna sing your praises
like-
for 100 years.
Let's go check the front. That's the
Yeah,
plan.
yeah. You're like, whatever, shut up. You guys suck. Lost my damn shield because of you stupid
right? Gonna have to
fish.
make a new one.
Yeah, which, obviously, like, you just make a new one. That's why I didn't have any.
Yeah.
I would never, like, break your shield, like, just break your shield. But
Yeah. I can make a new one so easily. Like, you wouldn't break anybody's shield, but my shield, I feel like you can break.
Exactly. So, go ahead and roll investigation, you guys.
You got it. Can I ask the merfolk to assist me? I mean, like, I just slayed their goddamn beast.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, advantage for everybody.
Awesome. Good thing I had advantage.
Yeah, indeed. Both of you managed to find the captain's quarters, and inside you find a gold-plated telescope, a compass that seems to be radiating magic, and a treasure chest full of various gems and coins, of which the merfolk had no use, so they were like, yeah, whatever. Yeah.
What's resonating magic?
The compass.
Ooh. Can I identify that?
Yes.
Awesome. So let me go click on the spell. There we go.
You can tell that this magically imbued compass can point you towards anything that you can picture in your head. So if you think about food, it'll point you towards the nearest food. If you think about the castle in the clouds, it'll point you towards that. It magically points you towards whatever you can accurately picture in your head. But that means you have to be able to like accurately picture it. You can't like be like, lead me to treasure, and like, if there's not that kind of treasure within its range, then it won't point you towards that. And it does have a range, about a mile.
Okay. I say, who's the craziest dude within a mile?
And it points right at Ritalin.
Yeah. Yes.
So in total, you guys get 1,000 gold pieces worth of loot. It's split up amongst the gems, the coins, the telescope.
So how much?
1,000,
So we both get 500?
if that's how you want to split it.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. Well, anything else you guys want to go over?
Oh, can we roll how much money I make from my shop?
Yeah, we'll do that off
And I
screen.
imagine when we teleport back into the City of the Clouds, sort of Richan sort of brings the shark with them and kind of like asks the mages to kind of like, please put this fine shark in a tank and into the stables. I imagine this could be useful for future adventures.
Unfortunately, because the shark is not attuned to the castle in the clouds, you are unable to bring him with. You can bring inanimate, non-organic objects with you, but living creatures need to be attuned to the castle in the clouds. It's a defensive enchantment
And we
that
can't
they.
even ask the mages unless we can fly, because we have to fly whoever it is up there, and then we got to be like, "Yo, mages, can you do this?" So
Exactly.
we can't even really ask them.
Oof.
Sorry, like it you'll appreciate it though by like not having to defend the castle in the clouds from like attackers constantly. Yeah.
Right.
It's
Yes,
just the way it works
understood.
with the protective enchantments that they have in place. But yeah, this was a really fun adventure. We'll get your profits rolled, of course. But
Awesome.
this was really fun, and you guys did way better against the Dunkleosteus than I thought you would. It had 115 hit points and a very deadly bite.
Oh yeah, I was just hoping I wouldn't get chomped twice.
Right, because you go down and it's pretty much over.
Right. Yeah. The I know the merfolk were just too scared to even try, but like I feel like if they threw their things, they would have gone down a turn before that, but
Yeah, but they're throwing their only melee weapon, at a thing
right.
that's heavily armored. Like it's not like they've never encountered this thing before. They've seen it and like they knew that this was a dangerous area and that was a dangerous beast.
By the way, I totally um get them to start singing a song about me
Oh, absolutely.
before I leave.
They are singing your praises and instantly like one of the more bardic of the merfolk like begins to spin a tale and he uses slight prestidigitation to conjure like illusions of like the battle kind of like drifting through smoky water. You can see it, but it's not like high definition. It's just like flashes of like the battle and everything, and he begins to describe it in this epic voice and uses his thaumaturgy to make everything amplified, and everybody is just gathered around and like basically watching this battle unfold as he describes how heroic fought against the Dunkleosteus and how Ritalin charged in mightily on the shark, and like everything is blown way out of proportion, as far as how it actually went, but that's what he does.
Hell yeah. I learned the song so I can sing it later.
Yeah, totally. All right, well then you guys end up back in the castle in the clouds, and we'll call it a night there. But I mean, absolutely great session, guys. This was, you know, I really wish we would have had a couple newer players for this one because this would have been good. Um, but
Of
yeah,
course, I'll make sure to find some more
yeah,
players.
we're gonna keep on the hunt. But
What
you
happened
know,
to that Dyer guy?
It
The
didn't
he
have
Hearthstone.
enough money.
he can play. He has a free session. But I think it's a timing scheduling issue right now. I'll talk to him and find out. He was playing in a different game of mine, and I told him about this one and he's interested, but I think it's just a scheduling issue at this point. So I'll talk to him and
Well,
find out.
I can be flexible. It's a little bit more in my flexible area time of year.
Yeah, absolutely, and we can get a couple more games in if you are, flexible and all of that. So just let me know. But we're going to go ahead and wrap up the session and end the stream. So, this is the Dungeon Master signing off with my usual, as always, good gaming.
Fantastic.